morning, riders. Sun's coming out. Looks like it's going to be set to be a nice day despite the thunderstorm warnings. So I'm going to go out on the bike. I've got a couple of places I want to go, a couple of things I need to pick up. And I thought I'd take this opportunity to give you a quick run through of the pre-flight checks, if you will. It doesn't take too long, just a number of things that you're better off doing before you take your bike out on the road, just to ensure that it is running and everything's working as it should be, just for your own safety and other road users' safety. So without further ado, I'm going to show you what I do. So the first thing I'd recommend doing is, if you do have a dog, is getting morning cuddles. Jackson! Come here. Ooh, ooh. Good morning. Good morning. That's step one. The most important. And then I know it sounds obvious, but just have a quick look round the bike. Just a quick look. You haven't got to go too crazy. Just for anything that might be snapped, broken, sticking out where it shouldn't be. So have a quick look round the bike. Yes, everything's in place. And that's all I like to do. Just make sure everything's in place. Okay. So here you might as well look at your tyres. Obviously you can see these are brand new. So I haven't really got to check these for a while. I've only just got to really check them for damage, cracks, punctures and whatnot. But I know these tyres are fine, but that's something else I'd recommend before sitting on the bike, that you do that. So what I'd recommend next is brakes. And I got taught this at my CBT and it's kind of stuck with me since. The lady that ran my CBT course was named Sue, and she was very knowledgeable. She came up with a, I don't know the word for it, but basically the word is bolts, B-O-L-T-S-S, and it stands for brakes, oil, lights, tyres, steering and suspension. And these checks you can do, before you even get off your drive. So first thing I'm going to do is check my front brake. I'm going to give that a little squeeze with a click and give the bike a push. Yep, that's absolutely fine, and you can use this time to listen out for any suspension knocks. As you push your bike forward and backwards, it'll work both front and rear suspension, and you're listening for anything that, for anything really. It should be nice and quiet and nice smooth up and down on the suspension. If you're happy with that, go ahead, put your foot on the rear brake pedal and do the same thing. Make sure the rear brake's engaging nicely, and it is. Remove. So there you go, there's brakes and suspension. So oil, I'm not sure what it's going to be like on your bikes, but on mine, it's just here. Screw this up, and I've already checked this today. As you can see, there's the maximum mark, and it sits comfortably within that. So check that. So we've done brakes, suspension, oil. Even though the order, if you use that abbreviation, is bolts, brakes, then oil. We've done brakes, suspension, and oil. So I'm going to check my lights now. So obviously you need to put your dash on, clock's on. There. So you can see my daytime running light is working. Go to the next one. See, headlights are working. Yep, just press all the buttons and make sure everything lights up as it should. Yep, no problems there. Now we'll check the indicators. So we'll check the right one. Flashing. Flashing. Cancel that. Check the left. Flashing. Flashing. Okay, the next thing we're going to check is the horn. And my horn is somewhere. When I'm sitting on the back, I can find things easier. There we go. Right, dashboard has to be on for this, or the ignition has to be on. Yep, that works fine. And that was another thing as well, the brake light. Make sure that's working. And you can see that that's working fine. And last but not least, steering. Just go to, you know, full lock to full lock a couple of times. Make sure there's no clonking noises, that's all. And this video has made this process seem a lot longer than it should actually take. Like I say, you can check all this just come before you even pull off your drive. If you've got reflective, well, if you've got any kind of like windows or parked cars around your driveway, you can check your lights and the reflection of them. You haven't even got to get off. So yeah, the only thing left to do now is start the bike and let it warm up for a minute. Hopefully you can hear me in my helmet. What I do want to say is that was by no means a full health check before you ride your bike. That on a daily basis, you know, just for quick pre-flight checks, that's a good place to start. There are full guides on YouTube to check many other things than that, but for me personally, if I can just check them before every ride, I'm happy with that. Every week to 2 weeks I'll probably do a more in-depth check, which I'll put a video up on that as to what I would do with this when I do check those. But like I say, for now, just a quick disclaimer that is not a full health check. That is just something that puts my mind at ease before I ride. Speaking of riding, let's go. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little video. I enjoyed making it, and the sun is coming right out now, but it's time to walk the dog. Yeah, needs to be done. But surprised he hasn't ran in here in the W word. Do you want to go for a walk? Should we go for a walk? Oh, 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 oh. Catch you next time.